the ghost in my nightmares. I see your face when I dream. You know I'd be down bad if he wasn't next to me. Long drives with the roof off, those were the days. How you gonna break my heart and get away? So what if I can't be perfect for you? I'm drowning most nights, cause you're no longer mine. Drew hearts on my window, passing chassis. It feels so weird, not having you here. Who you gon' love when I'm gone? What you gon' do with the distance? Who you gon' call when I'm lonely? Who you gon' love when I'm gone? What you gon' do with the distance? Who you gon' call when I'm lonely? Who you gon' love when I'm gone? Who you gon' love when I'm gone? What you gon' do with the distance? Who you gon' call when I'm lonely? Who you gon' love when I'm gone? What you gon' do with the distance? Who you gon' call when I'm lonely? How did we become strangers? Cause we never agreed. Now you living in your best friend's house and you gave me back your keys. I wonder if you miss me. Did it really have to end? It's really hard to let you go, cause I can't see you again. So what if I can't be perfect for you? I'm drowning most nights, cause you're no longer mine. Drew hearts on my window, passing chassis. It feels so weird, not having you here. Who you gon' love when I'm gone? What you gon' do with the distance? Who you gon' love when I'm lonely? Who you gon' love when I'm gone? What you gon' do with the distance? Who you gon' call when I'm lonely? Who you gon' love when I'm gone? Who you gon' love when I'm gone? What you gon' do with the distance? Who you gon' love when I'm lonely? Who you gon' love when I'm gone? What you gon' do with the distance? Who you gon' call when I'm lonely? Who you gon' love when I'm gone?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Post University Esports 2 stream. My name is Chixxa, and I'm happy to be back at Post casting our orange team. They have been phenomenal this season so far, and phenomenal is definitely not stretching it at all. They are 6-0 in ECAC. They've lost a single game in their series, and 3-0 in NECC with 0 game losses. This team is just undefeated in a nutshell. As well, they're against the New England College Grims today, NEC, which is currently 2-1 with a 6-4 game record. Their game's already started. If you don't know, there was a little bit of a delay today because people had issue logging in whole Rocket League server Jazz, so we may see a little bit of issues on the ping on the server side, but they're already in game, they're in, so I'm going to transition over to that and talk about it more later. But yeah, we'll end up seeing what really happens this series. I don't know if you guys noticed our post Eagles, of course, are Anonimal, Anon, Nazmyth, and KeramiK. For the NEC Grims, it's Platnox, Nox's Helper, and Josh Rice. I'll probably just say Josh. Yeah, there's a little bit of excitement in chat. NEC is also hosting their own stream, so it's nice to see both schools really supporting each other's esports programs, especially ones that are doing very well. As well, Post right now, if you guys didn't know, is on Valorant on our main channel, so we have a lot going on in esports, especially with spring break going on and everything quickly. It means we get a lot of esports in this time before everyone takes a break from everything, and a well-deserved break at that, of course, for our post Eagles Orange. They have continued to just dominate their competition, and we'll see if they can do that tonight. It's a slow first 2 minutes of game one here, and I expect it to be slow in this best of 5. NEC, no pushover with their 2-1 record. They certainly know what they're doing, and I think they're going to bring a lot to the table. Josh Rice up, able to get that off the backboard, but good pass away. Shot here, Anonimal back, finds the save. Here comes Nox's Helper towards the sky. Platnox as well. But Nazmyth able to get the touch away, sends this pass towards midfield. Anon up early, doesn't find the shot on target, and away this goes. KeramiK, great speed, keeps this ball in the offensive half. Anon to shoot, on target, saved by Josh. And NEC holding on the defensive end for now. Good on post, always. Orange doing well, attacking this backboard, this back side of the field to get those passes going. That's where we see our shots. Naz just fits one under the crossbar, and post Orange, the first goal in game one in this NECC week 5 matchup. Incredible. Really, really great job. It's actually technically our week 6 matchup. Week 5, it is in week 5, but we kind of skipped that with the reschedule. I won't go on it too much. This team has just been really phenomenal on the field. We'll see if they can continue to play as offensively as we've seen. They're already back in that orange half. Nazmyth gets a nice demo to open up the net for himself. Gets the second goal for a post orange, and they're up 2-0 already in game one. It took them a little bit to get started, but they know exactly how to attack the field, attack the court, just play really, really aggressively and offensively, and it's nice to see that this team is back to per usual. They were, again, vibes in chat when I was talking to them in the audio channel in Discord. They do just have such a great vibe as a team. The chemistry is so well, and always huge props to Atokad, their coach, who has done really great work with this team to give them this undefeated record that we talk about so often. They're just really good as a roster. So the minute 15 left, NEC, the Grims, need to get something going offensively for their team. They're down by 2. We'll see if they can find a way to progress upfield. Decent passes here, but I don't think Josh is ready. Double commit for Naz and KeramiK. Last demo on Anon, but this ball yet to be in midfield and dangerous against post. So we get a little bit of a sigh of relief. Almost could have been costly on that play, but they just need to hold on. Another 40 seconds off the backboard. Anon is there to at least get the challenge. Naz off the ceiling, finds an extra touch, transitions upfield, and gives post orange the space they need to burn some more of this clock time. KeramiK unfortunately gets bumped into the ball. hits the wrong way. Shot here, and Nazmyth able to send it upfield. Naz to follow, shoots it quick. Plant knocks with the save for NEC, but saves won't save them much longer with only 10 seconds left and down by 2. Post only needs to hold on a little bit longer to win this game number 1, and I think they will do just that. I have absolute faith in them. They manage. They get it here with the 0 seconds. Impossible to score 2 goals in that time period. So ball touches. Post takes game 1 in this best of 5. May I remind you, NECC matches, all best of 5s. So they safely, again, take a really good victory, really good lead, and have that stellar offense that I always love seeing out of them. As you can kind of tell, 8 shots on the board there against the 5 of the NEC Grims. So again, offensively outshooting their opponent. Nazmyth, both the goals, both of them assisted by KeramiK. And I've said this team has been so deadly this season with their ability to find each other on the field in those passes. Specifically to get there in the midfield. They're always able to center those balls, shoot it on target, and make really deadly shots. As I mentioned, 8 shots, 2 of which went in our goals, 6 saves for the NEC Grims. So that means every single shot that we put on target as a team, as Post, was on and good and really needed to be saved. So the accuracy on point for Post Eagles again. The entire team just does so well at all those aspects of the field. It's offensively, it's defensively. I mean, I saw a little bit of double commits that the team could clean up. They needed to be careful as well with some of the demos that New England College was putting on offensively to kind of throw off our rotations, throw off their game, and get an opening and an opportunity for their own offense. But otherwise, Post played a really good game again. I've seen some stellar play from this Orange team the last couple weeks. They consistently play really well, and earning that consistency can be really hard on the field. It's just not easy to play game after game, series after series, week after week, as well as they are executing. And they just continue to execute. I mean, like I said, a single game loss between both the League of ECAC and NECC. That's outstanding game record-wise. I mean, 9 times 3, if we're counting series wins, that's 27. So they're 27-1. Now 28-1, technically, with this past game win. So that's a lot of winning that Post Orange is doing on the field. As I mentioned, NEC also has a production going on right now, so we're just waiting for their production to kind of wrap up, just like I am. But I don't really have as much to talk about, to analyze for Post, being that they just do a really good job on the field, and I can't nitpick them too much than that they're doing. As for the Grims, I think they need to figure out offensively how to transition up the field after saving those shots from Post. So looking for that outlet pass, specifically having someone in that midfield to kind of push that offense and transition a little quicker will help get those bumps in demos. I mentioned they started doing that. Post was kind of off-kiltered due to that. So definitely something that the Grims need to look towards as possibly to their advantage. But otherwise, I haven't seen much. Game 1 is always game number 1. So that'll be that. Finally, it looks like we'll be getting into game number 2. I don't need to vamp much longer your ears off, so I'm going to transition into the game, send it off, and see if Nazmyth can do Nazmyth things early in game number 2. He can. Beautiful air dribble from one end to the other. Slots it in top left corner. The placement. I mean, you see the goal explosion there. Could not be better. I tell you, this team is just built different. I mean, Nazmyth, I'm going to give you your comment. These guys, they're really tall. They're 6'3". They're just outstanding. They're better than anyone could ever hope for. Nazmyth gets a good touch towards the backboard. Anon able to finish it off. What a way for Post Eagles Orange to start off game number 2. They're looking to make this a really easy sweep for me, and I couldn't be more happy that this team does so well so early on. I'm not going to cast or curse anything. Never know. Games can happen, but if history likes to repeat itself, Orange will do Orange's thing. Great 50, and Anon able to stall this and get it back center field, and KeramiK now with the finish today. Every single player really provides the offensive support for Post Orange. Whoever you call on, they end up really rising to the occasion, finding ways to play. KeramiK down to Anon, not ready for that pass. Nazmyth, great cut, great challenge. Looks for the double tap here. Can't find it on target. Pass ends up going through. And here's a transition for the Grim shot. On target, saved by Nazmyth. Anon. Naz. Now KeramiK with time. But Josh Rice able to grab that 50 or 100 boost in the middle. Gets that 50 as well. Nazmyth, huge challenge, huge beat, and Demo to keep this ball in the orange half. A miss here. Communication needed for the orange team. They've been a little, I think, slower than needed if they want to be more fluid on their defensive rotations. But having that 3-goal lead in the pocket certainly relieves some of that pressure this team has. Again, I've mentioned many times before, don't get complacent as a roster. Just because you're winning, especially very early in a series, winning thus far your season, you don't want to slip behind and think you're better than everybody else, even if you are playing better than everybody else. That'll lead to mistakes and underestimating your opponent. And I think the Grims have a little bit more than meets the eye. Nazmyth the save here. He'll stay in net, saves the shot from Josh Rice as well, and Anon able to get it at least towards midfield where Naz will follow it up. Good 50 here across towards the opposite end. KeramiK just providing support needed. Anon wasn't ready on the goal line, and Naz to follow through all that chaos and get the 4th for Post Orange. A little chaotic, a little messy. Not exactly the best decisions sometimes, but that's all good. It happens. It works out. We prevail. We get our goals, and that's all that'll happen here. Good job for Post to make the most out of an awkward situation, pretty much. Nazmyth, this one's center. Anon trying to sneak that under the bar and doesn't do so. Across the other end. Good 50. This one. Wifty. But upfield, Naz may find a piece, but instead KeramiK credited with the goal. Instead, it'll just roll on in and by that last defender. Knox's helper, I think, unfortunately flipping and not able to jump for that ball. 5-goal lead for Post Orange. They make it really hard for me to cast, because they just continue to dominate. Platt going for that flipper reset. Isn't able to do so. KeramiK to the skies. Naz stands tall. Anon to go over. Knox's helper turn in. This is upfield. Platt looking off the backboard. Double tap potential here. And Naz finds the save on the goal line for Post and still denies NEC a goal. Nazmyth looking, Anon looking, KeramiK to come on through last. This bounce here, Platt reads, but Anon off the backboard pass here. Nazmyth a little slow, beat for Platt, demo smoke screen. I don't know what's happening, and the director decides to not move But luckily, no one scores there, and we didn't really miss too much action. Back off and out. Demo on Nazmyth leaves that net open. Post with a shot for NEC. The Grims don't find one on target, and they miss out on an opportunity there. Nazmyth gets past one. Knocks his helper. Third man back. Great catch. Shot here, and Anon with the save. Still denying is post orange. KeramiK not the touch today, and I think KeramiK may be a little quiet today as well. He had a really great week last week when I casted him. Had 2 flip reset goals, showed real great mechanics. A little quieter today. I think Nazmyth's been kind of the star, the MVP, the one pressuring the most on the side of post orange. But still, every player has certainly played a role on post orange. Even if it's Nazmyth's day, they all know then feed Nazmyth. He's the hungry one. He's the one getting those goals and do just that. But I think at this point, all said and done, Post definitely taking game number 2, going up to match point in this best of 5 series. I'm going to take a quick drink of water. Wow. Again, really good offensive pressure. That just seems to be the main, I think, post-Eagles strategy. It's just attack, attack, attack. Every single player, something in the goals aspect, something in the assists, in the saves, in the shot count. I mean, quick math, 11-7 on the shots. Again, 5 on target, 2 saved. I'm going to transition over to me so you guys can see my lovely face, but I'm really happy with this orange team again. It's hard to break down and kind of tell them what should they do because they don't need to change anything. Don't fix what isn't broken, in my opinion, when the players are playing. They don't need to change anything on the field. As for the Grims, I think they missed on a couple opportunities that caught Post Orange off guard. They got some really good demos, and they could have took advantage of a double commit that we made early in that other game. So stuff like that certainly could be possible, but we're already in game number 3. My guess is they kind of want to get this game over with. I don't blame them. I can feel the momentum really pulsing through Post Orange's veins. They have that vibe, that momentum, the offensive pressure, really the team chemistry and everything going on for them. Anon taking his time past 1. Platt able to beat out of boost though, and Nazmyth able to come through and take control. Here he is off the sidewall, sends it down to Anon with the shot, and Josh with the save. KeramiK is unable to get there. A demo for Naz. Nobody on the ball too quickly. A little delay, but Naz is still there and able to send it safely into the corner for Post Orange. KeramiK. Naz upfield. Doesn't have it. This one here, a good pass. A miss, though, unfortunately for Josh. Doesn't get a shot on target, and a missed opportunity again on the side of the Grims. They keep getting a couple of chances, but not executing is the difference between having that goal and not having it. And thus far, they are still scoreless. Nazmyth trying to throw a shot in here, and Anon does as well, but Platt knocks back and ready for this save. KeramiK a good 50. Naz waiting patiently, beats 1. Look at him beat 2, but cannot do so. Knocks his helper, gets that upfield, helps that ball upfield if so. KeramiK with some time. Will play that time very well. Looking to send this one up and back down to a teammate. Nazmyth, a little bit of pop shot on target, sends it to the right corner, slots that in, and Nazmyth still doing Nazmyth things. He really has been the MVP for me today. Has continued to play really offensively on the field, push the boundaries for his team, and just get that shot count up, get the aggressiveness. This team really does well if they can stay upfield. And for the majority of the game, we look at that heat map, probably this ball has been in that orange half. So really tough game for the side of New England College. They just haven't been able to, again, take advantage of the couple of mistakes that does come out of Post Orange on occasion. Double demo here for Post. Not much boost. Able to get a little bit of piece of that ball. Knocks his helper up. And Nazmyth sends it to the corner. 50 here. KeramiK up. Another 50. This one in the side of Post. KeramiK racing to find that ball on target. Cannot do so. Nazmyth. Touch over one. On the wall is Knox. Knox's helper helps this to the center field. Josh Rice is there for NEC, and they find their first goal. A really phenomenal passes play from one end to the other. Beautifully placed shot as well. NEC takes advantage of that play. Really great overall play. That's what I've wanted them to do kind of all game. I've seen little bits and pieces that NEC has had, and they just haven't, again, executed, taking advantage of every single chance you have. And there's their one to tie up this game. A minute 40 left on the clock. We'll see if Post Orange can find a shot to get this lead back. I have faith in them among all things. I really think that they're going to do well if they just get this ball offensively upfield. Josh able to find it in the corner. Follow-up's a little late, but just long enough to beat Naz on maybe a bit of a fake out. Anon knocks his helper, 50. KeramiK and Platt knocks 50. Naz, though, the catch. Not much boost, sends it off the backboard. Isn't sure how to help the rest of his team, but Anon is there. Since it's center and Platt knocks ready. Josh Rice off the sidewall. KeramiK. Possible straight down. Naz shot off the post. Anon rolling. Finds it for Orange. And they are able to get this shot on in. Anon well rotation to find the shot he needs. Really good follow-up. All three players having some effect of that play for Post Orange, and that's exactly what they needed to get back into. Quiet game for Post overall. I think a quiet series for them at times, and as I say that, KeramiK proving me wrong, finds the double tap off the backboard. His mechanics, I think, have been a little quiet today, but nice to see him back a little bit to his usual self, even if it is at the end of this series. Really phenomenal job for him. Now 40 seconds left in a 2-goal lead. I like that little bit of a buffer for Post, but as for NEC, can't feel too good. They had that early lead. They had that little bit of a victory, but now they need to fight back for it, and fighting back with not much time as a favor could be difficult. This one off both the backboard and the post side for NEC. A couple of misses as well. KeramiK just trying to play keep away for the couple of seconds remaining. Will do just that. 3, 2, 1. 2 goals cannot happen in 0 seconds. So as for Post Orange, they will take the series with a 3-0 sweep, keeping their undefeated record alive. Really good. 12 shots on the board as a team. They do really well. So I'll transition over to me one more time. Congratulations, of course, to our Post Orange roster. They stay undefeated in both the NECC and the ECAC in their relative leagues. They continue to do a phenomenal job as a roster, as a team, as an overall unit. I can't be more excited with what they've been able to do. I don't think this roster has another game until next Sunday themselves, or well, this coming Sunday, the 12th. So they, I think, get a much needed break and rest. As for Rocket League Purple, They might have a game on Wednesday. I don't know just yet. That's kind of unconfirmed in the air right now, but certainly stay tuned for that. And of course, if you guys want to watch more of posts, we're playing Valorant right now on the main stream. I believe Denny is casting that, so please tune into that. But of course, my name's Chixxa. I'm really happy to again be back with posts today. I will certainly see you guys sometime next week. And more around the Rocket League scene. Of course, at Chixxa_RL is my Twitter, casting both collegiate and women's Rocket League, and so much more. You guys have a wonderful rest of your Monday night. If you have spring break, enjoy that break and all that jazz. Bye, everybody.
Say my name, and you're thinking it out loud. But I love those days.